Hi there, it's Liz from Old Staples Crafts. How are you today? It's Saturday and I'm recording this the day before and it's like midwinter here. Well, no, it's either autumn or early spring. It is chucking it down with rain, and tomorrow, or today when you see this, it's supposed to be high winds. So, hey ho. Anyway, I have got something a little different for you today. I know I keep saying I'm going to do the 3 projects and then I don't, but I got my last order through yesterday, Thursday, and so I thought I would share one of the kits, which is gorgeous and perfect for someone with limited space, a new stamper, someone who doesn't want clutter but wants to create. And yeah, let me show you. So it comes in one of our usual boxes and it's called Blossom Wishes Kit. Everything you need is in this box. Well, okay, not everything. You do need a pair of scissors. A bone folder's not a bad idea. But other than that, any scissors would do. And if you haven't got a bone folder, I don't know, the handle of a knife, a smooth handle of a knife. But let's have a look at what's in here. I have not opened this. I do not have a second one. This is my first look too. So, I do know that they're slimline cards. So we have slimline card bases. So we've got really long slimline and not as long slimline. Lots of dimensionals. Some die cuts, which are gorgeous. These are in wild wheat. Ooh, there's a thought. What are the colours? So the instructions are at the back. And we're making these 8 cards. And the colours are Lemon Lolly, Orchid Oasis, Petal Pink, Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet and Wild Wheat. And yeah, step-by-step instructions, colour instructions, tape measure, not that we need a tape measure for this, but there's always a tape measure. So we have our die cut circles. There's normally, yes, there's a picture of what you should have. So our die cut with circles, 2 sizes of envelopes, and you should have 4 of each, which I do. Some more die cuts, this time semicircles, and they're Sweet Sorbet rather than Wild Wheat. Foiled, but in Starry Sky, stickers. Yes, stickers. And they say Happy Birthday in French, German, I want to say Dutch, and English. So that's a sheet of, oh no, they're not stickers, they are die cuts. So that's a sheet of Happy Birthday. So you get 4 of each of those in each language. You've got pears and I guess they're apples or peaches. You've got some vellum flowers in 2 sizes. And then you've got You Matter 4 times, again with foiling. But this time the foiling is round the edge of the label, and you've got it in English, German, French, and again I'm saying Dutch. Then we've got glue dots, mini glue dots. We've got some more die cuts. These are gorgeous. These are foiled, again in Starry Sky. Lots of bits falling out because that's what happens with die cuts. The bits you don't need fall out, and I would say they're laser cut. So let me at least make 1 of each of the cards. And as I say, everything you need is in the kit, including the instructions. So I'm going to make the squatter of the 2 first. So I need some dots. I need 3 large and 2 small flowers. 1, 2, oh, actually let's go that way. 2, 3, and 2 small. Got lots of these. You can have too many. Yeah, no, there's lots. There are lots and lots and lots and a few more. 1, 2. So we've got our flowers. We need a branch. Are there different branches? Yes, there are. So we want this shape. So there are 2 shapes. There's this shape, and there's 3 shapes. These shapes. So you use these 2 for the long fin. This is for the not so long fin. So these will be for our second card. So one of those, I need 2 pairs. Well, actually 1 because they come as a pair, and a U matter. Where's U matter gone? It's under here. It's under here. It's okay. We've got it. We're there. We're good. A U matter. Don't need that. I need 1 of these. So 1 of those, and a card base, and we'll need adhesive. So that's all good. So we have everything we need. I am now going to be that fussy person who goes around taking off the little pips, because that's just the kind of person I am. I think it turns a good card into a really good card if you haven't got those funny little bits sticking out. And the easiest way to find them is to just run your finger around, and then you will feel anything that's popping out, because you may not be able to see them, but your finger will feel them. Still there a little bit, and I can see there's one there. Oh, and one there. And then on the U matter, I cannot believe the noise the rain is making. I do apologise if you can hear shrapnel being thrown against the window. It's rain. This is, of course, because my husband and I have just invested in solar panels. So today we are not making a lot of electricity. Right, okay, so those are our bits. I need 1 of those. So what do we need to do? We put dimensionals on the back of this. Where are my dimensionals? I had them. I've put them down somewhere safe. Yep, buried them. No surprise there. Now I'm actually going to keep these and use these because this packet is open. They're the same thing. They're foam adhesive bits. Now they say put 3 foam pads on. I'm going to be a bit more generous and use 4. Then we have glue dots on here. So I'm going to use my take your pick. If you don't have a take your pick, doesn't matter. You can use the point of your scissors, but you want to just get a glue dot. And if I have it in the same orientation, let's bring in a background that it stands out on. So I'm looking at this image here. So it's telling me that I need to have a glue dot there. And again, you could use glue dots you've already got. If you've got a roll of glue dots, you can do that. But this is really to show you that if you want to be creative, you don't need a lot of bits and pieces. And from memory, oh, I need glue dots on the back of my flowers as well. Come on. Pull them this way. From memory, because this is an online exclusive, I haven't got a price list in front of me. It's £13. Let me check. I mean, it's just silly. Right, where am I looking? I'm looking there. So let's have a look. I'm sure they're only £13, but let's just check. I'll have that doing its thing there. Blossom Wishes kit, that's the one I want. Come on. Oh no, don't want that. I want that, thank you. It is, yes, £13. I don't have the euro amount, but £13, seriously, for 8 handmade cards is just silly. So, dots on each of the backs of each of our flowers. Now I've always found that getting the backing off the dot when they're on these sheets is much easier when they're actually on the thing, rather than trying to get the backing off while it's on the sheet and then stick the thing down to pull it up. No. Right, and I need Yuille matter. I need 2 dimensionals for that. I need 1, 2. So there's no stamping in this card. It's all just done with, oh, and I need dimensionals here. It's all just done with gluing. So really, really good, as I say, for a new crafter or someone who doesn't have space but wants to be creative. And there are so many bits of research that say if you use your hands for something creative, you send good vibes around your body, endorphins, I guess. I'm not a scientist, but it's meant to be so good for your mental health. I know I found crafting really, really helpful when I was going through my breast cancer treatment. I had no energy, so having something really passive to do was just great. So you want the embossed front, and then just pop this down, and it's going to have a margin around it, so that's great. Then we pop down our pears. I'm slightly bemused by some of the adhesive, but oh, I've just found another pip. Can't have another pip because it showed up. There we go. So these just snuggle down here. Let's go there. And then see, these are going to go here, but this is just blowing in the wind, which just feels a bit odd to me. So I'm going to, because I've got side pieces of dimensionals, I'm going to use a little edge piece just to give it a bit of support. That's probably too big a little edge piece, so let's cut that in half. Just want a little sliver. So let's pop that back down, because otherwise this is going to be flapping in the breeze a bit. So right, so let's remove our backing papers from our glue dots. So I'd be really interested to know how many of you have tried kits and what's your view of them. I love them. They're great for quick cards when you're not feeling particularly creative, you just want some ideas. I just think they're magical. Right, so I want my 3 large first, and because they've got a little bit of printing in the middle, it's going to help disguise the glue dot. No, they were a small one. I want a big one next, please. Thank you. Oh, sorry, someone's just opened the door.
Oh, sorry.
And made me jump. Ooh. It was my husband. It wasn't just some random stranger, it was my husband. But yeah, I don't expect people to walk in when I'm filming, and they do quite regularly. Right, so that's that, and then we put Yuille matter on top. Now this is going to make it an expensive card to send in the UK, because it's got 2 layers of dimensionals. But if you wanted this to be a standard letter size, you could stick this flat onto the card front, and that would solve that problem. It's only because of that that we've got the extra layer. So that's that one. Let me find its envelope to just show you. Oh, aren't they lovely? Solid colour. So that just pops in there. Perfect sizing. So that's our first one. So let me make one of the others with you. So we've got our larger card base. We've got that die cut. We need one of the happy birthdays, which are over here. And I've actually I forgot to send one of my team a birthday card, and I normally do. And I normally send them a little bit of something, just as a bit of, you know, a bit of product, but some fun product. Nothing major, just a little something. And I forgot. And her birthday was on Thursday. So I do need to post a birthday card, and I need it to be first class. So yeah, it's fine. So I'm just de-pipping. So yes, hopefully it will arrive when you're watching this, as in, you know, it will arrive on Saturday if I manage to catch the post, which means I've got to go out, and it's such a horrible day. I was out earlier today. I'm due to do the flowers for our church for this weekend, and I would normally do them on a Friday. I actually bought everything today, Thursday, no, Friday. I'm confusing myself. And I just, the greenery comes from my garden, and I just don't want to go into the garden because I'm going to need Wellingtons and a rain mac, and oh, it's just going to be horrible. Right, so there are those. I detached my 2 branches already, and this time I need, what do I need? Again, 3 large and 2 small flowers. So where have my vellums gone? There they are. So 3 large. Let's turn them upside down as I push them out. There's one side which you can just see is the yellow, I guess lemon lolly, is slightly shiny, and I would say that that is the front. So I've got 3 large, 2 small. They need glue dots. And I need, yes, I've got my happy birthday, so let's find the instructions for this one. Oh, I need 2 of these. Okay, so these are the instructions for this card. So let's pop my glue dots down where they're needed. We've also got, and it's been available in the South Pacific and North America already, but we've also got the Boho Beach kit in Europe now, which I will be showing at another time. But yeah, we have kits coming out of our ears now. So let's de-pip this one. Dimensionals on those. Now these are going to fit into the circles, and they kind of slightly overlap the edge of the circles on this, so you want to keep the dimensionals slightly in. Dimensionals on, oh, I found another pip. Dimensionals on here, and another one. It's these pesky little ones in the middle. But it keeps them protected. If we didn't have the pips, they'd all slop around in the packaging, which would not be a great idea. And again, you want to keep the dimensionals slightly in, because this is going to overlap the circle. And then we want dimensionals on the circles. I know I've still got to do glue dots on my branches, but while I'm thinking dimensionals, so we want a dimensional on each of these edge pieces, like that, and then glue dots on the back of these. And where do we want them? We kind of just want them in the middle. Okay, so glue dot. Go. Right, okay, so everything is ready to go. I'm going to start by popping this down, and I will dry fit it first, by which I mean I'll line up, once I've taken the dimensional backings off, I will line it up on the card to see where the margin is. It's not so vital on the previous card because it was only half a die cut, or half a sheet. It was cut off, but with this you kind of want it to be symmetrical. At least I do. Okay, so it's about 1/4 of an inch on all sides. So there we go. And at this point I need to just make sure I know where my flap is. So let's pop our peaches in. So we're having one lot there and one lot at the top. Oh, I think I need more. I do, I need more flowers. Oh, I've just realised I haven't got one of my lights on. I apologise. There we are, that's a bit brighter. So I need well, it says 4 of each, but here it's got 4 large and 7 small. So I'm just going to put them on as I feel fit. I don't think it matters. It's your card. You just want it decorated, really. So happy birthday goes in the middle. Like that. Glue dot. Another glue dot. This one goes, ooh, it gets tucked under. So that gets tucked under that way. So this one gets tucked under that way. Like that. So where's my glue dots? Okay, they're there. Right, so you just want those glue dots just catching there, which they kind of do. And then this one does the same thing up here. So this tucks under there. I might have to do some surgery on this one because its little arm is a bit long. Oh no, it might go up that way. Okay. There's my glue dot, there's my glue dot. That's... Come on. And then this tucks under. This is tricksy. I'm going to get another glue dot and bring that further down. Hadn't realised we were tucking things in, so they do need to be really on the edge. This is where it's much, much better to read the instructions before you start, so you can learn from my mistakes. Okay, so this goes in there and attaches kind of there. Yeah, that's betterer. Just lift that up because that's got glue everywhere. There we go. Right, okay, so let's start putting some flowers on. I have to say that I think, given that I have other adhesives, I might actually use the green glue, multi-purpose liquid glue for these, because these little glue dots are a bit, they're great, don't get me wrong, they're great, but they are a bit fiddly. I think fiddly is the good word for them. Ooh. I'm attaching myself to them. So I want some more small ones up there. Let's pop some big ones down here. Where are my things? So I need quite a few of the little ones. And probably 3 or 4 of these, maybe 3. Just one more of the little ones. There we go. Right, blue dots. So we'll have a large one there. Can I peel these off? Will they let me peel them off the sheet? Yay! Won't. Another, let's have one there. And then we've got little ones. So yes, do let me know if you have tried any of our kits and whether you've tried some of the ones that are with a stamp set and whether you've tried some like this one without a stamp set. I was talking with one of the folk from the Utah Home Office yesterday. That's yesterday my time. And apparently there's someone, I think in France, who has made an amazing business as a demonstrator out of just selling kits. It's all she sells. And she's found that people are really loving them. So, and because they're so small, they're really space friendly. So if you live in an apartment, something like that, or just don't have the space, maybe you've got lots of family running round and just don't have the space for clutter. Because once you've made your cards, you can put them all back in the box, and obviously any boxes that you don't need, you just put in the recycling. So let's have a look at our 2 finished cards in their glory. And there you are. If you wanted and you have some bling, you could put some bling on as well, which would be lovely. I'm thinking iridescent pearls maybe, although with the foiling, maybe not. But yeah, just have a think. In fact, there are those lovely pearls that go with Starry Sky. There's these. These would look lovely on here. But yeah, have a think. But I hope you enjoyed that. Let me flip the camera back up. Yay! So I hope you enjoyed it. A thumbs up is always appreciated. If you've got any questions or comments or would like to answer my question about whether you've used any of our kits, and if you haven't, why not? And if you have, did you enjoy them? Leave those in the area below the description bar. I would love to see your comments, and I will look forward to seeing you again very soon. Have a very good weekend. Do remember, if you want to subscribe, you can do that in the bottom right hand corner, and I hope to see you again very soon. Bye for now.